you made Bruce Feldman's Freak List. I saw that the recognition. Have you always been like a weight room guy, and what did that recognition mean to you?
I actually haven't. I didn't start lifting weights until I had got to high school, and then from there it just kind of took off. I had a great strength coach in high school, great strength coach here, and Coach Derek Owens, and pretty much it meant, a lot, coming a long way, eating right in nutrition, and it's all playing a factor in me receiving that honor.
Roman just said that he's learned a lot from you. What has kind of been your experience showing the transfers, the ropes so far?
Really just being myself. The older guys just being themselves. There's nothing much really to it. Sig has his system in place, and all the guys just follow suit. It's really easy to get along with. He makes it easy for guys to learn, but you just have to know that it's a process and things are going to come sooner than later. So you just stay on the grind, and that's how things happen.
How have you seen Justice evolve from being a player last year to now being a coach?
Honestly, I sometimes feel like he's still a player. Just his enthusiasm and just how much he's just in tune with the game. He's on us hard, just like our coach. And it's just been great seeing him evolve. He's going to be a great running back coach in his future.
Last year, early on, you were hampered a little by injuries, probably didn't play as much as you wanted to. How much motivation did that give going into this year to really get after it?
Definitely a lot of motivation, man. But I'm always just going to stay humble about it. Whatever opportunity I get, I'm just going to make the most of it. Just doing what I can off the field to make sure I'm ready to be great on the field. Believing in my teammates and thanking my coaches for believing in me to receive the opportunity to play more this year.
You've been teammates with Kyle since your JMU days. How would you describe his play style? What is it comparable to?
Man, Kyle's ferocious. He's like a Von Miller, like Khalil Mack. Like he's strong. He's always been like a tough guy for us to scheme up for in practice. He's made a lot of strides, getting better. Even when you come out to get extra work, he's always the one that's out there getting extra work with his other position group mates. And man, he's made so many strides. He's just a great player.
What are you looking for to get out of the first scrimmage?
To just make development and just to grow as an offense, grow as a running back room, and just grow as a person. This is where you see like what you're made of, what your group is made of, what the offense is made of, what the defense is made of, and this is where you make those strides in the right direction towards the season.
What's it been like working with Fernando, him coming in and the development over the past 8 months?
Man, he's a great quarterback, man. His head on is straight. He has a laser of a ball. He's always also focused. Him and his brother and all the other quarterbacks are, those guys are great guys, and he leads the charge, and like I said, he's a great guy.
How much better has Kobe Martin gotten from last year to this year?
Man, Kobe has made excellent strides. Like, he's another one of those ones that gets a lot of extra work in with his footwork, his pass pro, and he wants it bad, and you can tell. So we love to see him make those strides, and he's going to keep getting there.
About 3 weeks until the first game, how do you feel this team's progressed from spring ball and fall camp so far?
I feel like we've done a great job moving forward, but we also have to make those daily strides. Just staying focused day by day, never get too high or low. Staying, focused, staying humble, being hungry, and we'll make those strides like we need to.
2 more for Kaelon.
You go back with Coach Signe for a while. Has he lessened even kind of, you guys do less work on the field but less padded practices that you don't take the backs available? Has that been consistently like decreased through the years, or did it start out that way when you were at JMU?
It pretty much started out that way. Coach Sig has always been big on making sure guys are healthy. And also Coach Owens is the same way. He just wants guys to be available. So, you can understand his philosophy when it comes to doing less padded practices, because when you have the pads on, you tackle and things like that, and guys have more chances of getting hurt. But his philosophy is there, and it's just something that has just stuck with us.
Is it an adjustment, though, like as a running back where contact's kind of everything you do, right?
Right.
Breaking tackles and trying to get adjusted to that. Mm-hmm. Is it hard to, like, as you had to get used to it? Or, does it help you because you feel obviously fresher kind of at the start of the season?
It's definitely a mix of both, because, sometimes, let's say in the scrimmage, it'll probably be touch. Some runs you think you're scoring a touchdown, but the ref calls it dead a little early. But then, on the back end, we're feeling way more fresh for game one and throughout the season. So it has its pros and its cons, but it definitely works. I will say that.
How have you kind of seen with Back to Justice him bounce off of Coach Miller?
Man, honestly, you can sometimes feel like they're the same person. just because of the simple fact that Coach, they're always together. They pretty much are in the same office, just scheming up and trying to figure out ways to get us better as a group. And those guys, them two together, you can't stop them. And we'll see this year.
Thanks, Kaelon.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Kaelon.
With Hemby, start with Miz and then just work our way around.
Yeah, Roman, how much difference, Signetti kind of does less hours on the field, less practices, less padded practices? How different has that been from what you were used to at Maryland?
Oh yeah, it's definitely really different. I feel like every coach has their own philosophy, and here we like to get our players to the game. We make sure we get the efficient work. We're out there for the right amount of time to get what we need to get done. Hammering home in the film room and things like that, it helps us to play at our best, and we need to play fast in the Big Ten, and I feel like Coach Sig's philosophy helps us do that.
What have you seen from Kaelon so far, and what have you learned from him since he was a returner from last season?
Could you say that one more time?
What have you seen from Kaelon so far, and have you learned anything from him since he was a returner from last season?
Oh, I've learned a lot from him. Just his leadership in the room as a whole, his ability to do everything on the field, it's inspiring, honestly. It makes it hard for you not to go out there and put your best foot forward every day, because you know that his process and how he does things, he does a lot to get himself to the next level, and we aspire to be like that. So it's cool to be in a room with a guy like that.
What's your overall impression of Coach Ellison through the first half of fall camp?
Oh, it's a blessing, honestly, to see somebody so passionate about the game and willing to give back to people that, are close in age to him. He's like a big brother. He's somebody that comes into work every day, and he's ready to teach us new things, ready to help us get techniques down. And he's out there every day. If we need him, he's in there for extra hours, making sure that we get everything done so that we can be at our best. And he just wants to see us succeed, and it's somebody that you would love to have in your corner like that.
Roman, your pass catching is one of your unique traits. Did you sort of start that at a young age, wanting to hone in on that specific part, running back?
Yeah, it's definitely something that I took note into as a young guy. I actually wasn't always a running back. I played a little bit of the athlete position in high school, so whether that was running corner routes or swings from the backfield, I was always trying to be eager to learn how to catch, make aggressive catches and catches to keep myself in the game on third down, because, I have aspirations to play at the next level, and, that's something that can make me a little bit more marketable. So wanting to be a complete back, I had to hammer home on catching the ball, and I love doing it. So any way to get an extra touch in the course of a game, I'll do what I got to do.
You've had 4 years of experience in Big Ten ball. How have you used that experience to kind of elevate the guys around you?
Oh, definitely. I feel like I've always been around people that gave me little nuggets to keep me pushing and keep me going. So using a little bit of my experience for some of the younger guys in the room, just letting them know I've been through a lot of the experiences that they're going through or about to go through, and just kind of being that source to kind of give back. I feel like, God put us on earth for a reason, and I feel like just using everything that I have to try to help someone else or to learn from somebody else is what I do. So I go in there, I make sure the younger guys know what to do when I know what to do, of course, and just letting them learn from my failures, my successes and everything, and keep the process moving.
You guys got your first scrimmage on Saturday. What are you guys hoping to get out of it with the offense really want to show?
I feel like we've been really stacking days in this camp so far. I feel like Saturday will be a culmination of what we feel is our preparation. So, seeing the things that we've built on so far and the success that we had, we want to put it all together. So it's not going to be perfect, we know that, but the goal is to keep working towards game one and keep getting the offense to gel together, to click on all cylinders, so that when we run out that tunnel, we'll be ready to go.
Roman, you've been in Bloomington for about half a year or so. What's been your favorite part so far?
I just feel like the community, it's definitely a different vibe from where I was previously. The community is definitely a little bit more welcoming, I feel, just for my type of vibe, being a more laid back guy. It's always something to do with the teammates. It's always an area where I can kind of find love away from home, because, I am a little bit away from home. I think just being around anybody football related has been the highlight of my time out here and being in this city.
2 more for Roman.
What have you seen from Kobe Martin so far through fall camp?
I've seen a lot. I've seen a guy that's eager to learn, a guy that takes the field every day and tries to put his best foot forward. He learns from his mistakes. I think he has an extreme upside. and he's just one of those guys that kind of helps me. Being new here, he's been through a little bit of the process being here last year, so he helps me out in that regard, kind of helping myself to stay centered and mission centered. But I feel like at any given time, if he gets his number called or when he gets his number called, he'll do what he has to do.
You mentioned kind of the pass catching ability you have. Any receivers stand out to you when you kind of watch them and see what they can do?
I think all of the receivers have done a really good job. I feel like one of the young guys that is having a spectacular time is LeBron Bond. He's doing really well. I've been seeing him catch the ball, make a lot of spectacular catches, and then you got a guy like Rolijah Surratt that makes the plays that we expect him to make. He makes spectacular catches as well. And Omar Cooper. I could say any of them, honestly. They go out there every day. I like the way that they approach the game. I learn from them in that regard as well. Just seeing how they, stay extra hours to watch film, to take care of their bodies, and when they get out on the field, they mean business. And coming from a program where people felt that way, it seems like they live it here. And I definitely can see that. So that's something that I would know.
Thanks, Roman.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Roman.
Yeah, Rolijah, what are you looking to get out of that first scrimmage on Saturday?
That first scrimmage, I'm looking to be get developed, grow my game, be able to lead, and just play and have a competitive scrimmage with the guys.
What would you say was the biggest lesson or takeaway from your freshman year?
The less I would say is the beginning, just like jumping in. It was kind of like a first man up type of system, injuries and everything that happened, transfers and stuff. So just being able to be ready, staying in the playbook, and that was my takeaway.
How comfortable do you feel as far as the playbook and kind of the mental side of things is concerned?
I'm very confident. This summer, me, Fish, Bones, Coach Haynes, we hammered the playbook. So I know the in and out of the playbook, so I'm very confident in that.
How much did you learn from Jalen Walker last year? NFL now obviously take after a guy like that.
Yeah, Jalen Walker is great. His speed is something that I really I picked up on this summer. Being able to use his speed to beat blocks in the coverages, and then being able to use his hands and stuff is pretty good.
How helpful has it been having Coach Haynes be head of your position group?
Very helpful, especially with him being a defensive coordinator. You already know what he expects, his standard and everything. So it's kind of like we're the leaders of the defense, so it's pretty good having him as a defensive coordinator.
As a linebacker, adjusting when you're not tackling, not going live, doing less padded practice, is it hard to feel good about technique and things like that, or do you guys kind of hammer those homes and drills? How is it an adjustment to sort of feel ready week one when the only time you guys are probably going live this offseason was the spring game?
Right, yeah. So the drills, of course, they always help us a lot, and then Coach Haynes always talk about thudding. That's a form of tackling. So it's like if you're thudding, tackling in the game should be easier. So that's what
He's
we
kind of eyeing you and making sure technique's right on those.
right, being square, having power. Yeah.
Can you describe just how important of a leader Aiden Fisher is? What does he mean to not only the linebacker room, but just the defense as a whole?
Yeah, Aiden's great. I mean, of course, like you say, he's the leader of the linebacker room, but how vocal he is, he always try to tell me how to things I can do to improve my game. So I mean, everybody's just a sponge to him. Everybody try to gravitate to him. So he's a great guy.
When you got to IU last year, did you fully believe in yourself and think that coming into year two, you'd have this type of role heading into the season?
Yeah, I always believed in myself. I know I can always do it. I know that Coach Haynes trusted me, Coach Sig trusted me, so I mean, I also trust myself. So just learning the playbook and being in that type of room, I know I can do it.
Going off that, you took a prep year coming out of high school, probably didn't get the offers you thought you deserved.
Right.
How much did that put a chip on your shoulders when you come in?
Yeah, it definitely made me more hungry. Yeah, it definitely was a low recruit or whatever. Yeah, it made me hungry. It gave me that edge, that drive to push and go harder every day.
What are the biggest things you've worked on this fall season to get you to the spot you're at?
I would say just being in the playbook, pre-snap indicator, seeing what the offense may give away, their giveaways and everything like that. I would say speed, using my hands, footwork, just the stuff that linebackers all need to improve their game.
2 more for Rolijah.
One of the things Aiden said, I think in the spring, was like you should have a knack for the ball with the pick sixes and the forced fumbles. How do you always find yourself gravitating towards the ball?
Yeah, like I said, just pre-snap indicators, just trying to see what the offense gives away. Just being a ball player, just staying in that playbook.
We got to talk to the running backs, obviously. What are your impressions of Indiana's backfield, trying to chase them down and kind of their ability to also catch the ball?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're all versatile. Everybody do different stuff that they're good at. So I mean, I think we have one of the strongest backfields in the country. So they're pretty good.
Thank you, Rolijah.
Thanks for listening.